everybody. Hopefully that it's working a little bit better now. We just took a second to like pause, breathe, and just clear out some of the gunk in our chakras.
I beat up my internet technician actually,
Oh my God.
and that
Somebody
fixed a lot of
screamed at me.
stuff.
It's working really well so far. I hope that's good. I hope.
Okay, I think it's better. I just checked, and I think it might be better.
The joys of learning.
Okay, I think we're good. All right. Hey guys. We might be short of Bree tonight. I'm not hearing from her, so I'm not sure when she's gonna be here. But that's okay, because there's still 4 of us.
And we're resourceful.
And we are a resourceful bunch.
Yes, we are. After that.
All right. Everybody, let's just take a deep breath. And then when I open my eyes, we're going to start as if nothing happened.
You mean I wasn't born?
Nothing has happened ever. Oh my God, who am I? Where am I?
Try that one more time. I'm going to try that one more time.
I'm so sorry. I'm a literalist.
Oh my God, you're still talking.
I can't stop. I don't know why.
We need to do an introduction, Connor. I need to do an introduction.
That's right.
Hi, everyone. It's just the 4 of us in the chat. No. Hi, guys. Welcome to
Will be now. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, he's still going. Connor. Are you good? Okay. All right. One more time. Brendan has a question. Can this wait till the end of the intro, Brendan?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, hi guys. Welcome to Playtest Tuesday. My name's Rose. I'm the producer of Playtest Tuesday. Over here on one side of me, across the Avatar Legends role-playing game from me is Kuku Omai. He's our stream manager tonight. He's killing the game, taking all of the conflicts by storm. We are going to be playing Avatar Legends tonight. That is an RPG, tabletop RPG, where we will play as characters in Avatar: The Last Airbender, Firebenders, Waterbenders, Zuko's, Aangs, but not them. Just, like their character archetypes, like, like the brooding sad guy whose dad sucks, or like the innocent one who all their family's dead or whatever. That's what we're going to be playing tonight. I'm very excited for this game because I love Avatar, and I'm also really excited to be having my dear friend and one of my very favoriteest game masters, Connor, here with us. Connor is a Magpie game master who does a lot of really cool games over at Magpies, which you should all check out if you want to play Avatar after tonight. I don't think I breathed since I started talking.
I've done public speaking like that before. It's hard.
And with that, we are going to jump into session 0, abridged.
Yeah, we are. Okay. Go. Yeah, so this is where I start talking. So you all have made characters, kind of. I mean, I don't even mean kind of. You just have made characters. And normally, like in a game, this is when like people would make the characters and talk about like what kind of game they're going to play. And we've done a little bit of that to sort of like shorten what this is supposed to look like and kind of make it flow a little easier. But first things first, I always like to start with safety tools. So I use lines, veils, and the X card. I submitted a questionnaire back when we were first starting this, and I got back the results. And so our lines for tonight and 2 weeks from now are suicide, self-harm, and child abuse. So lines, if you haven't ever used them before, just don't exist in this world. They don't happen. There's no point that the story will ever call for those, nor will anybody's like backstory or anything like that. Our veils are torture and explicit sex. So veils are a little bit different in that they can happen in this reality, but if a scene were ever to call for them, we would fade to black and move on to something else. And then an X card is essentially if a player is ever feeling uncomfortable, they can just say X out loud, DM me a message with the letter X, type X in the chat, whatever, and the scene is over. It's done. Like it just we switch to something else, and that's how our safety tools work. Basically, the idea is that games are for fun, and we don't necessarily need to confront our traumas while we're having a good time together. So that's that. Next things up is like hopping into what would be like, the session 0 stuff, which is character creation. So I forgot my train of thought. You all made characters for the most part. And this is where I would like you all to introduce them to me, the GM, and also to the audience, and however this sort of thing works. And I think I'm just going to start with the order that they're listed in the character keeper. If that works for everybody.
Yeah.
So, Brendan, if you'd like to introduce us to Mutter, go ahead and tell us about the playbook you've selected, any of the details you feel are important, and tell us about Mutter's backstory, if you'd like.
Sure. So my name is Brendan Eck. I use he, him pronouns. Tonight I'll be playing Mutter, one of the Mudbenders, who is they're seen briefly in a couple episodes of Korra. I don't think we ever see them in the original series, but I'm always fascinated by sort of these other types of bending that are sort of combinations or different ways to use the bending as we originally thought, right? So Mutter grew up in the forest, but he's an earthbender. So instead of a lot of big forceful moves that you see a lot of earthbenders use, instead Mutter likes to sneak around and be a little bit more careful and technical with his mudbending moves, instead of using them to distract or put his opponents off balance. And we briefly talked about backstory. I should talk about my playbook. So I'm using the Idealist Playbook, which is, let me see if I can find the actual description.
Please, here, Cuckoo. Can you add her to the can you add her picture? Go on, Brendan. Sorry.
Sure.
What?
No problem.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to find the Idealist. The Idealist. Where?
So on page 9 of the quick start materials, or the character keeper doesn't necessarily offer up like a huge explanation about the playbook itself, but page 9 of the quick start material will tell you a kind of a brief summary there. It says
yes.
Oh yeah, if you want to go read it, go right ahead.
Cool. The Idealist has a past full of suffering and tragedy and that strengthen their beliefs. Play the Idealist if you want to awaken the hope in everyone around you. So Mutter has basically left his home after it being somewhat ravaged by a large chemical corporation in search of a secret to everlasting life that you might hear about a bit later. And then but after leaving, basically he just wants to try to inspire hope in everyone else, show that there is still good in this world, and that there are good people. Very Bolin vibes here is what I'm going for.
Very cool. So it almost sounds like Mutter doesn't have like any real connection to anybody from that past life anymore. Is that kind of the case?
That's correct. Yeah, most of his family is dead or scattered.
Wow. Ooh,
And
that
so,
is quite tragic.
yeah,
You nailed it.
dead or scattered family, no home left to go back to.
So this is part of the playbook backstory questions. And I'm interested to see if you've got an answer here. If not, no big deal. But who helped you through your grief and what did they teach you?
Who helped me through my grief? Let me choose one of our other players.
Oh, well, so this one is kind of a fun opportunity for you to create an NPC who might or might not make an appearance in the session.
Okay, cool. So let's choose someone else then. Let's go with names are hard. Let's go with
That's why this
Pan
oh
is one of the names in the quick start under Earth Kingdom names. I believe right after leaving his home forest, Mutter traveled to one of the nearby Earth Kingdom cities and met up with Pan, who was let's go with about like 12-year-old boy who was living on the streets.
Oh.
And then basically helped Mutter transfer some of his skills from sneaking around in the forest to sneaking around in the city.
I love that. Kind of like, and it's been so long since I read this, so I might be wrong, but kind of like a good version of like Oliver Twist, where like instead of like not as explicitly abusive or exploitative. I got it. I love that. That sounds great. So Pan helped you out then. That sounds very cool. Okay, we're gonna move on to our next character introduction here. Rose, why don't you tell us about Atman?
Hi, I'm Rose. I already said that. Atman uses she, her pronouns. She is a based on a character, on my first ever D&D character that I ever played ever in my whole life, who I was really into Avatar, as I still am. It was like 7 or 8 years ago. She was a Vanara monk with like elemental bending abilities. So I have converted her to this because I'm very excited that I get to play a waterbender for real now. So Atman is a very serious, not a very serious, distressed, scarred woman from the north, I guess. She's a waterbender, but her playbook is the icon, which essentially means that she has an impossible legacy to uphold, and is known for kind of a mixture of good and bad, but mostly bad. Is that a good way to describe the icon?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that works.
I don't have the quick start in front of me. I mean, I can.
No, that like, I mean, you hit the major points. So written in the book, it says the icon comes from an ancient tradition, inherited some serious standards to live up to. Play the icon if you want to be torn between your heart and your destiny. And it definitely sounds like that happened explicitly to Atman, like maybe a couple times.
Yeah. But I've kind of reworked it to be more relevant to this world. It's not really like this story isn't really connected to Quelmar explicitly. I mean, we could say that it takes place in Avatar Land, the 17th plane that I just invented. But I really just kind of based the character off of her. So she has a background as a monk and also as an outlaw. Let's see. The description The main feature, I guess, of the character is burden and tradition.
Yes.
You are the icon of your burden and tradition. You are expected to be its exemplar, its single most important representative, trained up from a young age and saddled with the weight of history. You have been told that you will change the world. So what do I say now?
Well, so that burden of tradition asks you to accept specific responsibilities and prohibitions, which you've written down in the character keeper. Do you want to tell us about those?
Yeah.
Awesome. So that'll
Wait.
be row 43 on the character keeper if you're looking at it.
Oh, thank you. I did write them down. I did it.
You did, yeah.
Okay. So my responsibilities are guarding nature from corruption, overthrowing tyrants, and performing rituals. And my prohibitions are never to share the secrets of my tradition or like how I became me, and never force my will upon others, and never fall in love. The idea behind her is that she kind of was raised to be a villain a little bit, or not even raised, but like trained to be a villain, and then ended up becoming not a villain, but still being very scary. So now she's kind of a protector of nature, but like in a creepy, scary, not in a creepy way, just like in a scary, intimidating way. Like maybe don't
mess with
people
nature.
haven't been near her very
Don't
often,
harm
or she hasn't
the
been near
balance.
people. Yeah. Do I read the backstory question or the
I
history?
would love if you did. Yeah, that would be great. Do you want me to ask you the questions so that way you can answer them? Would that feel more natural?
I just want to do it the same way, whatever makes sense with whatever you have already done. I have not.
All right. Let me ask you this. What tradition do you represent as oh, well, you already answered that. Okay. Your chief mentor. You've talked about this person a little bit. How much more do you want to tell us?
Oh, wait. No, I didn't answer the first question. That's different.
Well, yeah, you didn't explicitly answer it. You kind of answered it in a broad scope, but if you want to get specific, let's get specific.
Are we supposed to get specific?
Why yeah, I mean, you can't. There's no wrong answers. You have gotten specific. I can already see that you have. That is a good thing to do.
Okay, so my mentor is an ancient water spirit, an evil water spirit.
You can tell us more about the Frozen Soul if you want. Like, I'm
the
super
Frozen
into
Soul. That's the name. I'm doing such a bad job. I'm so nervous.
No,
this is taking me back in time to when I played D&D for the first time, and I was like, how do I do this? And this is how all these terrible things happen to my characters, was because I didn't know what I was doing.
I feel that. I do.
The Frozen Soul is like the name of the icon that basically means she's designed to, or she feels obligated to be lonely, but also in order to keep people safe, because she was a bloodbender and a harmful waterbender. She was essentially her chief mentor was an ancient evil water spirit named Taniwa, who is like essentially dead now, but wasn't great. And then she has a pet. I think I'm gonna make it like a polar bear dog.
It's a good call. That's a classic pet.
Because I want to be able to ride it.
I can respect that. What is this polar bear dog's name?
Good question.
You can we can come back to that.
Sunshine.
Okay, I do.
Sunshine, the polar bear dog.
Sunshine, the polar bear dog. I'm sure that Sunshine lives up to that name. So then, what token of your burden and tradition do you always carry?
She just carries around like a little piece of magical ice left over from the castle that she inhabited when she was training, and it's magical and never melts.
now we're gonna
That
move
was
on.
so complicated, guys. I'm sorry.
You did great. I support you completely. Let's see. Next up is Nalva, played by Bree. Would you like to introduce us to your hammer? Go ahead and tell us about her and the playbook and her backstory. Anything you want to tell us is a valid and relevant detail. Oh no, I can't hear you at all. Uh-oh. This isn't... Uh-oh. So...
Are you? I think she's muted. I can't hear her either.
Yeah, I think Breeze, you're muted somehow.
Maybe your headphones aren't plugged in quite right.
Yeah, because we were hearing you earlier.
I can see your mouth moving, and I believe that you are talking, but I also do not hear... It is reassuring that you can hear us, though.
See if your audio input is set up right. If you click on the little settings gear, like where it has like all the buttons at the bottom of the page, if you click on the settings gear, it'll say your audio source and your video source, and sometimes you might not have the right audio source selected. I'm just hearing static.
Yeah, I hear an occasional pop every now and then, but nothing...
Do you think your microphone's not working?
Highly possible. Let's try that. Hold on.
Whoa!
Whoa, we hear you. You're back.
Hey, I can't hear you though.
Oh no.
no.
I was like, don't.
Okay, now I can hear you. Yay. Okay, great.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Rose, you helped me out because I didn't realize I wasn't using my microphone this entire time. I probably sounded so rough.
Is that what that gasp was?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Aw. Okay.
Okay, Bree, we're up. We're back.
Yay.
We're good. All is well in the world.
We're back to it.
Okay, Nelva is a firebender. She is the hammer, who is basically like a tough archetype. Just basically think of like the muscle, and you've got the hammer.
You do.
Which I absolutely love. I am a huge Avatar fan. It's kind of a problem. I will spiral into a small black hole if you bring it up. So sorry. These guys had to
Don't
deal
ever
with
apologize
it
for that.
Yeah.
Well, these guys had to deal with it the first time they met me, and I was like, "Here's my problems," and they were like, "Oh, she's alive."
It was great.
My fighting style is kind of that I am fire and fire is me. So I deal with a lot of breath weapons and stuff like that. Stuff that I wish we saw more of in Avatar: The Last Airbender, because Iroh's a Banff. So
Agreed. Seconded.
Okay. I am from a noble family. My parents were assassinated when I was a teenager because they were on the fire council, and were very much trying to keep the balance between like non-benders and benders, and all this sort of stuff, especially as technology kind of like moved forward. So they got assassinated. Woohoo!
Did that happen in one of the Balance comics?
Yes. I'm gonna say yes.
I support that.
I made that up. Yeah. So I don't know what else I'm supposed to say.
Well, let's see. So
Everybody look smile for a second. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Just okay, that's all.
She's just like, let's take a picture. I'm like, oh no.
I'm not charismatic to be
I think I got it. I think I got it.
Still frames. Let's see. Oh yes. Okay, so one of the key part of the Hammer Playbook is that your playbook feature gives you an adversary. Your adversary is, I don't want to get the wording here wrong because it's kind of brilliant and I do love it. Essentially, no, I'm not even going to paraphrase. I'm tempted to though, but I found it already. So here's how it is. You always have an adversary, one who represents the things you're trying to smash through. Tyranny, inequality, war, larger and more dangerous concepts that to you, at least, this one person embodies. Your adversary is someone significant and powerful, someone who actually deserves the amount of force you can bring to bear. So, based off of your backstory, I'm thinking of a specific assassin. No, seriously though, who do you think represents everything that's wrong in the world to Nova?
I mean, definitely part of the extremists. She knows it's not like all of them as a whole. The extremists would also encompass Korra season 1 villain. What's his name? Crap.
Oh,
Amon?
it's the guy. Yes, that guy. I was
Yeah.
gonna say the masked guy. Like that was
so
gonna
he's
help.
Like, he's like the far, of course, like side of one of the extremists. She knows they come and go, and like of course, just like regular people, there are different ways that they want to settle this. But the extremists that are basically very much let's just get rid of everybody who gets in our way. Those are the people she hates.
I did not do a good job getting a screenshot, guys. I'm so
Oh
sorry.
no!
Hold on. So I get to pose again, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, so we should all pose.
Hold on.
As our element.
Okay. I'm gonna like be looking out at something.
Wait, I don't know how to pose as my element. The pose I did was bad. We got to do that again. Hold on. What does a water do?
What does a water do?
Okay. All right, there we go. That should
Wait,
be
no,
good enough.
I was doing a joke pose. Oh no.
Oh, fucking hey, what?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Go with it.
I didn't get the screenshot. I have to do it like
Oh.
so fast. You know what, guys? It's just not gonna be flattering.
Hold on.
I'm just gonna take.
I'm giving so many good poses here, though.
So funny.
Okay. I got whatever that just was. Whatever we were doing just then. That's the picture.
Oh no.
That's what my niece does when she says please, and she always gets what she wants. How could you say no to a 3-year-old little girl saying please? You can't do it.
Oh
You
wait,
just
guys,
give
this
her.
actually looks really good, except me, but that's fine. Whatever. I can make this. I can take one for the team. I know how to make a sacrifice.
You are so brave, Rose. I
am. Speaking of brave,
so your adversary. What's that dude's name?
Oh my god.
And what do you want to do to this adversary, right? Because yes, you could like defeat them, you could capture them, you could restrain them, you could exile them, expose them, depose them, discredit them, any number of... Is that a verb? Look at me not knowing language.
Look,
you could,
words are hard.
You could assign any number of verbs to their state of being. State of being verbs. Jesus Christ. What is it that you... How will you know when your adversary is taken down?
I will know that they are taken down when they are not constantly trying to kill somebody and they are trying to work with the political system and the ways of governing that we already have in place instead of, just being like, hey, let's kill that person. Nava does have a temper and may, hurt some people who have to deal with her parents' death. But, that's neither here nor there.
Do you have a name? One person in particular who represents this cause for you?
Yes, I do. Hold on. It's Turek.
Ooh, I like that. That's a very good name. Is that spelled Turek?
Wait, do you also have a pet?
Do I have a pet?
Do you have a pet? No,
Oh,
this
no, I'm
this
sorry.
is
This
her
your
adversary.
Nemesis. I was
Yeah.
like,
I was like, do I have a pet? I was like, wait a minute, do I have a
Some
pet?
pets can be your nemesis if it's
You know-
like your cat who always steals your spot on your bed all the time. Like, come on, buddy, you know where I lay.
My
Why-
hamster that decides that like at the time I want to sleep is when she needs to go on her wheel the fastest.
Yes, that is a
It's like Too
classic.
Fast, Too Furious. Anyway, yes, that is how I'm spelling it in my head.
Okay, TUREK. That it may look like I'm writing notes, and that's just because I am, because I have a broken brain that does not remember anything.
Oh,
Let's see.
No. Too Fast, Too Furious.
Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. So let's get to some more specific backstory questions, right? This is one that I'm interested in hearing about. Who tried their best to teach you restraint, calm, and thoughtfulness? Did you have maybe a martial arts instructor, some sort of mentor, perhaps, who tried to rein in your hammer-like tendencies, and you tried your best to listen, but come on, you got
they failed.
Yeah,
They failed.
they did. But presumably someone that you're close to still, right?
Yes. That would be my sensei, who has been teaching me since I was small, and very much was like, oh, it's okay. You can just not, blow up this wall in order to get through. You could just, do stuff with the wall. So very much pacifist, very much trying to, he made me do a lot of fire breathing, kind of how I got a lot of fire breath techniques. If you'll remember Aang with the leaf and the breathing, that was something he made me do quite frankly very often. Ooh. Which I don't, resent him for at all. But he is the person that I will like default to for like different advice and stuff like that.
Okay. What's his name, do you think?
That's a good question. His name is I don't have a name.
So I might have mentioned this earlier. I can't totally remember. I don't think I did. So this character keeper was provided to us by Lily Sparks of Magpie, who made this thing for just people to use, and I'm immensely grateful. In the safety and resources tab, there's a button that says name generators.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's glorious.
Oh
yeah, it's actually fantastic. I'm just sitting here scrolling because I have to pick the right one.
Wow.
I totally get it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Anytime
it's worse because now I have so many options.
Yeah, this might be.
Oh boy.
Hold on.
This is intense, everyone. I know you all can't see what we're looking at.
His name is Sumai.
Oh my gosh.
How do you spell?
Wait,
Sumai?
We're looking at fantasy name generator.
Well, yeah. There's a couple, right? There's the behind the name, and then the fantasy name, which is specific to the avatar stuff. So
SUMAI.
I think Brendan's video just went out. I will try to fix it.
Oh no, he's still here.
Oh,
so on the stream, it did
get moved.
There it is. There we go.
I'm back.
There we go. There you are. Yes. So how did you spell Sumai? Because I totally didn't hear that.
SUMAI.
Yeah, I love that. That's a very good name. You nailed it on that one. Okay. And so, is that everything I wanted to ask? I think that's everything. Oh yeah. Why don't you tell us about the fragile trinket or heirloom that you keep and protect?
So I have a brooch in the shape of the Fire Nation symbol. I know, so patriotic. But it is made from shells from Emperor Island, and it was my great-grandmother's.
Ooh. Yeah, that's kind of like your last connection to your family in a lot of ways. That I can understand why that might be important to keep around. All right.
Indeed.
So that brings us to our final character, Bayless Evergreen, the successor, played by Lich. Do you want to tell us about Bayless?
Hi. Well, I would love to tell you about Bayless. You see, from the Evergreen family, what we do, we make sure like your health is healthy. We make sure your body is bodying other people because we want to make sure that whatever you do, you are the best you. But we've been trying to make it so that each step of the way, you know exactly what's going to happen and how it's going to affect you and what we do. We make vitamins. So we have gotten into the business of making sure that we can improve your liver, if you have liver problems, your kidney, with very focused techniques to the point where it's evergreen. And we are going to make it so that everything in your body and everything that you need is evergreen.
What?
The liver's supposed to be green?
No! But we are...
Wonderful. I'm on board.
So
this feels right.
So just making sure like everything's in order. My family is very much it was secluded for a long time while we started the production of these vitamins that we were using to augment our bodies for the sickness and pain that was attacking us from the inside. So we worked with the earth, we worked with our metal, earth, and bending skills to make sure that everything that was being harmful to us was taken out swiftly, appropriately, and completely. So we just want to make sure like we can now venture into the world and share what we have learned so that other people can live forever. I mean, live healthily.
That seems so kind and altruistic. I'm sure that you didn't have to hurt anybody to get those.
I didn't.
Yeah.
No, definitely no forests or anything.
No,
Yeah, sure.
I didn't. I would not. I would never do that. No.
Were there any giant owls that you might have hurt for this information?
I am not that person in the family. I don't know what you're talking
I mean,
about.
there's probably a reason why everyone's turning green. You must have really pissed off a spirit.
Evergreen means it's forever good. Okay, it doesn't mean.
Sure.
I have to disagree with you there, Bayless. There are many colors that indicate good, and green to me, honestly, quite indicates illness and death.
Oh, I see. So you never had vegetables. Okay.
Biohazardous. Well,
I like green as much as the next
don't
time.
taste good.
So now you're just attacking people for the color of their vegetable. Got it. All right, cool.
No,
All right.
I'm just saying
There
that
are
if your
vegetables that are
skin-
not green.
I'm
Carrots.
just saying.
Mm.
I'm
Okay.
happy to eat vegetables. But
Eggplant.
vegetables don't turn your skin green.
Most
And
squash.
This is literally the story of Bayless right here.
Cabbages.
Right? This is the life.
This is every day for Bayless. I love this. So you have mentioned this to me, and I don't have it in front of me, but what close member of your lineage wants to revolutionize it?
Me, I want to revolutionize it. And my cousin Sorrel.
Yes, and for the audience who doesn't know how to spell that, because I definitely do. How is that spelled?
Sorrel. All of the family members are named after plants, medicines, flowers, fruits, XYZ.
Of course. Okay, so is that? Oh yeah. Oh, and then, what part of your lineage's identity is important and valuable to you as a person?
Can I just be like straight up spoiler in this or what?
Well, yeah. Go for it.
The identity is trying to live forever, and making sure like everyone who wants to do so can, but mostly they're using it from an in-family standpoint versus like everyone. So they're doing all these things to make it so that that's possible, but it's probably going to be more so for the family, not just like the general public.
Oh, that's fun. Atman has been alive for a really long time.
Interesting.
So,
I'm sure I'm sure it's never come up. I'm sure it'll never come up either.
We will never speak of this.
Yeah.
And did not turn green.
Oh my god.
Although I will say that Atman is technically part monkey.
Ooh.
So I think that's like the thing.
Maybe that's what it is. That's what it is.
Most people who are part monkey, I'm sure, like never even like it's never even a big deal.
It's probably the fact that she has an evil water demon. Had an evil water demon controlling her for a very long time.
Well, that's neither here nor there.
Or went to hell.
Yeah, everyone knows a side effect of evil demon possession is you become a monkey.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, wait. There is a thing where that happens. What is the
Oh no.
Is it a little bit of like the Wizard of Oz? Look, it's been so long since
There's this thing where like when a spirit goes through you, you turn a little spirity.
Oh,
it's a thing.
Interesting.
It's like a monkey. Hold on.
If a monkey spirit passes
Spirited
through you,
away.
you become a little bit of a monkey
Maybe?
spirit. So it's kind of like
I don't remember.
So like spirits are contagious. The more
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I'm getting distracted.
The more spirits, the better.
All right. So now that we've got our characters introduced, right? We've got our idealist, our icon, our hammer, and our successor. In that order, even. We're going to connect them all together because Avatar Legends does this really cool thing where it assumes that you've already been on at least one adventure together, right? You have come together as a group to be a team united under one cause. And we'll get into that more in a little bit with the campaign building questions. But first, we're going to do our connection questions and see how your characters feel about each other, what they think.
Can I my pet?
You can. It goes from Sunshine to
Callum.
Callum. Ooh, I like that.
Wait, I know that's the name of the guy in Dragon Prince, but that's his name.
Oh, it's also the name of the actor who played Doomsday in Smallville, I believe. Callum Blue.
It means dove, so maybe it should be a penguin. That would be hilarious. A penguin named Dove. I think I need to do that.
Oh, what are the penguins mixed with in the Avatar world?
Otter penguins.
Nothing.
Otter
But they have like 6 appendages. So they
Right.
have like
My
four
pet penguin.
wings.
My pet penguin named Callum.
Penguin.
Love that.
Anybody
He was
ever
also
seen
the
that-
actor who
that
played the
video?
British guy in Dead Like Me, which it was a
Penguin.
great show that only I watched. Had Mandy Patinkin, everybody.
I've seen Dead to
Oh my
me.
gosh.
That's a good one.
I have no idea what that
Second
is.
season left something for me to desire. But have you guys ever seen that video of the British guy being like, "Look at these penguins"?
No.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
Benedict
yes, it's Benedict
Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch. And he can't,
That British
When
guy.
Benedict Cumberbatch could not
I tried.
pronounce penguin
tried.
for an entire documentary.
entire
The
documentary.
most British guy.
Okay.
Glorious.
His name is Benedict.
Oh, you mean
Cumberbatch.
yeah, Doctor
I want a
Strange.
Benedict. I want some food.
Okay.
Also, if you haven't seen Spider-Man, highly recommend.
This is a no spoilers stream.
I didn't say anything about spoilers.
Oh my god.
Spoilers. Tom Holland is Spider-Man.
I was scared. I felt like my heart jumped for a second.
I
'cause
know,
you-
yeah. I
Ah.
was
I
gambled
was
with
straight up
myself.
about to log out of OBS.
See, did you see? Like everyone felt that,
I'm
right?
not that person.
No, but even if it was a joke, we always like.
I
Is he
wasn't
gonna
paying
do it?
attention.
Is our GM a
God.
madman? Oh no, he might be. We don't know.
I don't think. I don't
I
think
can
so.
confirm that he is.
yeah.
But that
Yeah,
we
that's the
still love
worst
him.
part. Okay, yes. So, Brendan, I mean, not Brendan. You stopped being that person when you created Mutter.
Brendan.
Stop.
You recognize some of the pain that you have felt inside of blank. You're going to try to help them. Who
Yeah,
is that?
so I had a couple thoughts on that one. So at first
Okay.
I thought Bayless, but it sounds like Bayless is not even remorseful at all. for what his family
I'm
has
just
done
saying-
to my family.
I don't think he would like you're like, man, you've killed my family, you've hunted, and I'm like, look, I don't even know who you're talking about. I really don't.
I don't even
your
know
name.
who you are.
I really.
That's an Infinity War
So
spoiler.
it sounds like
sorry.
you, at least on the outside, have not shown much pain that I would be able to, understand. So I think I'm gonna go with Atman.
Bayless is like the textbook case of you can't feel pain that you just ignore.
Is it really pain if you don't?
Oh
if
my
you
lord.
if it does
you
it,
don't
if a tree
feel it?
falls in the forest
Oh
It's
no.
and
still
nobody
trauma.
cares,
It's
does
still,
it still
it's still
feel pain?
bad. It's still bad.
Nah, probably
Oh
fine.
my god.
But Atman's feeling pain probably, right? Atman.
Hell yeah, she's mean.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
I don't know
mean?
what y'all think.
No, I mean
She's
she's
mean?
not. She's not mean. She's just
Oh my gosh.
kind of quiet.
I
And-
would just like to fight for the case that Bayless would be feeling pain because in order to save face and get that money from the family, you got to put on a smile and do what you need to do for yourself. Because like,
do
if
you
you're-
want to? Are we gonna have a trauma battle? For
Oh,
our
are we gonna
characters?
have a trauma battle?
Because I think I'll win.
Let me pop my
Let me
knuckles
pop
here.
my.
I don't know. I feel like I've got trauma pretty much in the bag.
No, I'm not gonna have a trauma battle. I'm just gonna enjoy
No, I
myself.
don't either.
Yeah.
I'll go with
Okay.
Atman, but I think maybe Bayless creeps in there and maybe try to help Bayless just by making him feel pain.
I know what he needs: pain.
I can fix you.
You're
Once
too
you
happy.
feel pain,
No,
you can
you
move
can't fix
past it.
Oh my god.
You
I
can't
Don't
got
do
fix
it. You can't
somebody
fix
who-
him.
Mm,
You can't fix somebody who doesn't want to be fixed.
all
All
right.
right.
This is the most
So-
chaotic
Look,
stream
guys,
I've
I
ever been
can
a part
fix
of.
him.
Don't date
No.
Bayless. What?
Said, I can fix him, said the idealist.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Well, the OG idealist was Iroh, and guess who fixed Zuko? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
To be fair, a lot of times he fixed him by just letting him go through shit. Though, like that's just like
I
it's
was
just
really thinking Aang was more of an idealist because he's
Aang
like,
is probably more the icon. Believe it
what
or
if
not.
I fix the world?
he isn't an idealist.
What if I fix the world? Killing everyone? Is that your idea? Because
He
Everyone's
didn't
gonna
want to
still-
kill hot guy's dad, and I respect that.
Zuko?
Yes.
Are we trying not to?
Oh, we mean
Amen.
Zaddy Ozai?
Daddy Ozai.
Look,
Daddy Ozai.
canonically, every Fire Nation man is a hotman.
That's
They're all
true.
fellow hotmans.
All I'm saying is, as
I
a
mean,
young
yeah,
child,
they are
and
a
that-
hot man. There are
the
a
thing
lot of
is,
hot men in this show.
as a young impressionable teen, when Ozai rips off his ceremonial garb and is completely jacked underneath,
I'm
No,
compelled to
I'm
agree.
with you. I'm with you. But I'll say my first, I was in middle school when
Oh
Korra
my God.
maybe started to come out, I guess. And
Oh
I was
boy.
like, I think I love Mako.
no. I
I
wanted to love
think I
Mako,
love-
and then they intentionally made him shitty.
Oh, Lord.
But
Made
I
him
was
love
the
that.
best.
about him.
relationships.
They did make
Don't
him
you
shitty.
pretend
I
that
rewatched
that
Korra.
wasn't the
Thank you.
best
Then they
part
made
about him.
Bolin
They
a
did.
superstar.
They made
I
Bolin
also love
the
Bolin.
best.
I am
And
crying.
Mako, the mess.
Yes.
Could we?
Stop.
That's
we
why
move
he's
on?
alone at the end.
I think
Anyway.
it's because both of his girlfriends were gay for each other. I think that's why he's alone.
You
in
can't
the
tell
end.
me that out of
I think-
everybody they done met over the years, there were multiple years where Korra just straight up wasn't there. There's no way he didn't meet somebody else and go, I could date her, you know? No, he
She's
is a
fine.
broken little boy.
He dedicated himself to his work. and
Oh,
then-
stop that.
Dedicated himself to work. Oh, okay.
Hold on, hold on.
He's bad at that too.
You
Kuvira
can't.
takes over the
Okay.
continent, whether or not he's working or not. So guess
Oh,
what? He's still bad at it.
Oh, no.
So,
All right.
should we move on to my next question? Or
So and this might be unpopular. I do this like in a sequence. So I do everyone gets one, and then we double back for everyone's second one. So
I feel like we should be answering these questions about each other, the players, and just inventing the childhood backstory we all have together, because I
Oh
feel
my
like I've known
gosh.
you all for way longer than I have.
Yeah, probably.
we're more than just a stream today. We're a soul stream. I can
It's
feel you all
because
in my
souls
heart.
are
Hey,
eternal.
Soul Stream.
Forever.
So, Altman
So-
Blank seems to not fully understand what it means that you're the icon of your tradition. And you kind of like the feeling free around them.
Well, it's not Mutter, because Mutter knows I'm sad. It can't be Mutter. Wait, what is it? Blank seems to not fully understand. All these, I would say probably Bayless, because
Bayless
Bayless-
kind of has his own stuff going on, right? Like,
yeah, and he doesn't really seem to care about anyone.
Wow.
But I like that.
Oh my god.
I have the darkest fast. Cool. All right, we got to get to the point B. Your history is great. I love it. But maybe when we're having coffee.
My mystery?
No. I'm just saying. I agree.
You agree that you don't care about anyone.
No,
Well, I'm glad
no,
that you understand.
No.
No.
I'm
It's
saying.
I think that's an actual conversation that they had.
Probably.
Now, Vaughn, Blank has a way to solve problems with words instead of fists. It's really impressive to you specifically. Who is that?
Let's see. It would probably be.
I will say
Okay.
Admin doesn't really use her waterbending that much, probably because of the whole.
I mean, I was kind of gonna go with
Legal
Mutter
thing.
just because, like, Idealist probably
Yeah.
also doesn't.
I mean, I can definitely talk, but
I don't remember if
more
I did
in
that.
jokes. I'm more just an affable person instead of being a problem solver with my words. I'm just not an asshole like you lot.
I am not
And
an
weirdly enough, just doing that
Oh my God.
kind of is
Okay, so it's
magic.
Atman.
I use my words to
Not
solve all
Mutter.
my problems. Okay.
Yeah,
No, I think-
Bayless probably doesn't have to throw a single punch.
I literally can talk my way out of death just by
Yeah.
saying like all the bit. I'm not going to do the bit because it'd be like a whole bit.
With your -1 harmony, you can talk people out of killing you?
It's the focus I have, okay? Because the focus and how I would approach the
Uh-huh.
conversation. Because I can convert my
Thanks.
focus
Okay.
into the conversation versus
Okay, well, if we're talking about stats, I know.
This is our
So you
relationship.
How do we get to
know,
This is our relationship.
I have +4 creativity, okay?
I can create
Oh,
shit out of
Jesus.
shit.
Oh my Jesus.
So who are you choosing?
Yeah.
Thank you, Brendan. Thank you.
Okay, I'll say Bayless and Atman just because I feel like Nalva would be just anyone that could do anything like that would just be like, ooh.
It's fine. I can
I like that.
Puts away her fire fist. Just
anyone that can speak to another human.
Oh,
no, because otherwise Mutter would be on that list.
Yeah.
there is a bar. And it's just past where Mutter can reach.
Oh,
I don't know
no.
what you're talking about.
I'm so excited. Okay, and then Bayless. Blank has major concerns, fears, and grievances with your lineage, and with you by proxy. This one might be tough because who doesn't have a major concern, fear, or grievance with your lineage? But who do you think stands out as the person who might have the most concerns, fears, or grievances with your lineage?
I think Atman because I think, yes, I could talk to everyone else about this situation, but then Adam would be like, so what are you doing again? I'm like, I'm doing this. I just, from my perception. And it's like, why are you doing this? I'm like, I don't really need to tell you that, but I could.
Yeah.
And then like, everyone else kind of like has a feeling of like a human, right? Being in this
Yep.
group. And that one would be the one person that would be the not outside situation, but the whole point of the evergreen life is to make all life eternal for humans. So Atman would be like the one person. Otherwise, I'd be like, I need to take their thoughts into consideration as I go down this path and actually see what they have dealt with living as long as they have.
Ooh,
Also, the whole like guardian of nature's natural order of things really kind of opposes nicely.
I love this.
Yeah.
This is very good. Ooh, okay. So that brings us back to the top of the order with Mutter again. Blank frustrates you so much when they act without thinking about the consequences. Who do you think that is?
Never.
Yeah, probably.
Classic hammer.
Yeah. You didn't have to think about that for a second, and I am inclined to agree.
Just because whenever now Va does things without thinking of consequences, it's always so loud, and I don't like to be loud. I'm just like sneaking about.
To be loud.
I know. It's very frustrating.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Okay. Next up, Atman. Blank makes you feel better about your responsibilities and your burden with a smile and a few kind words.
Oh.
So who's nice to you out of this group?
Mutter. I think Mutter.
That sounds like it could fit. Yeah.
Mutter's
Again, Mutter's very affable. If this wasn't Mutter, then whew.
Like, hey,
I think Mutter's like just like, you know, like a sweet bean. The innocent. Like he's not even trying, but he's like a good egg.
I do like that. He is a good egg. He like it turns out when you deprive a person of everything, all they have left is their goodness.
Oh no. Stop. Oh my God.
I think what Atman really likes about Mutter is that he doesn't think so much as everyone else does. Like,
oh dang, she called you dumb.
No. I mean, is that an accurate statement, or am I inventing that?
He has his ideals, which I'm sure he thinks about.
Yes.
Okay.
Does that feel right?
Yeah, ideals, and when so his general mood is casual, but if there's a problem that needs to be solved, then he's definitely got a plan for it.
Yeah.
Will he be able to fully and successfully complete that plan without deviating from the plan? Who knows? Probably not. But there's always a plan going into it.
That's all fantastic. All right. So, now Va. You worry Blank won't be able to hold their own when things get tough. You're going to toughen them up. Who do you think that is? Interesting. I could see a case for Mutter as well.
I could see a case for him too, but I thoroughly feel like it's Bayless. To me, he feels like a walking salesman, and I just don't think he has what it takes.
Oh, yeah.
Let's all read Bayless ourselves. Everyone, modern medicine is a lie.
Oh no!
Just kidding. Get vaccinated.
Yes, please.
I was gonna try, and I couldn't think of a funny, hilarious Avatar double animal fast enough to do horse paste. But you know, maybe one day I'll get another chance at that joke. Anyways, Blank. Oh no, I'm sorry. So going on to the next character. Actually, the last character. This is our final connection question. Bayless. Blank seems free of their past in a way that you wish you could let go of yours.
Nova.
Hearing about them talk about the future feels amazing.
Nova.
Yeah.
Because I feel like in the instance, just going back, like when we would encounter something, they're like the first to act. I'd be like, damn, you didn't even think about what that would happen? Like what the people behind like what? And then like everyone else I think would be like, but our future, the people. And I feel like Nova would be very freeing in how they would approach situations. And I'm just gonna snap lock in. In League of Legends, there's a term when you like snap choose your champion. But I'm doing that. No.
Awesome. I love that. All right. So we've made our characters, we've connected them together, and now we got to figure out what their first adventure was. Yeah. So this is I love explaining this mechanic a lot because it's also how I end up creating 98% of my games, which is kind of what the creators had intended when they called it the campaign creation worksheet. So we have already decided on an era. We did that off camera for the audience, but trust us when we say that we did, because we're all on the consensus that we're going to play the Korra era. So we're set, in the time of Sotomobiles. There's this sort of steampunk modernization and industrialization. There's kind of, for the first time in a while, right? There's some diplomatic stability that hasn't existed for about 100 years, give or take. I don't remember what happened before that, so nobody else does either, but it was probably nothing bad. But yeah, the Korra era is different from a lot of the other eras in that it's a lot more modern. But yeah, after that, we choose a scope. And a scope is kind of where the soft limitations of the boundaries that we're going to play within, right? This is where we focus in on for the story. There are things that exist outside of this scope, but this is where we're looking for right now. The scope of this game is going to be the Northern Water Tribe during, what did I call it? Did I ever tell anybody? No. So I didn't ever officially name it probably then. It's certainly not written down anywhere. We'll just say it's the Northern Water Tribe Winter Festival because that's pretty easy. Yeah, that feels right. So yeah, that is our scope. After that, we choose a group focus. And so a group focus is kind of representative of what a season-long arc for this group might be. This is the goal that united them together after your first adventure. So we're kind of doing this in a little bit of reverse order, but it's going to make sense when we get to the end, I promise. So Magpie gave us 6 options here for group focus, right? And just sort of, I guess, as an example, I'll tell you how that looks. So in season 1 of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the group focus was to deliver Aang to the Northern Water Tribe. Season 2 was to learn earthbending, and season 3 was to defeat Ozai. So that being said, of our 6 options, we've got to defeat a villain, to protect a place, idea, culture, person, or thing, to change a culture, society, place, or person, to deliver a person or thing to a place, culture, or person, to rescue a person or thing, or to learn an idea, culture, training, or history. So, does anybody have any ideas about what they might want that to be? What is it that's keeping you together as a team? You all are essentially locked in until you do this thing. So what is that thing?
I feel like
because
I think the most unifying thing would be to defeat a villain, because that's just like, all right, someone's literally peeing in people's like houses, like they're just going to houses and peeing in. Like we all would be like, all right, look, I know we gotta
stop this guy. We have to stop the Stream Master.
I don't know why this was the first thought that came to your mind.
We have to stop the Stream Master.
I really don't want it to be about pee, guys.
No, I'm not.
I think that was just a metaphor. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lich.
I can't do it.
I'm down for a villain. I'm down for a villain, or like a corporation, maybe. Like
something worse than Evergreen, or maybe
Evergreen. We take it Evergreen.
Something worse than Evergreen. That sounds Look,
Evergreen
Impossible.
Incorporated.
we live in America in 2021. We're
Oh.
operating on a platform owned by Jeff Bezos. We know what it's like to be oppressed by a corporation.
We call it
Yeah.
Schmamazon.
Oh my god! All
We could
right.
Not
call
based
it
off anything in
Shamazon.
real life.
I am
Shamazon.
almost liking that because, like, I feel like we would all be like at some point, like the ridiculous conditions that we are seeing across our interactions with this quote unquote company are making us all feel like, all right, look, we're at that point.
Yes, let's make it anti-capitalist.
What
So-
if there's a very
I love this.
specific item that is needed for the Winter Festival, and this company is the only person that sells it, and they want to sell it for way too much money?
They're marking it up. They're
and so
price
we're like,
gouging.
let's
On-
destroy them.
On this, the day of our winter festival that we celebrate every year. They would never. Okay, so
They would
yeah.
never.
So let's give this villain a name.
Shamazon, right? Wait, was that a joke?
Well, that's
I think
the
we
that's
should
the
know.
company,
The company.
that the villain owns.
I feel like this is a person who's like spearheading the idea, like now new and improved water 2.0, and we're like
Oh, so
mother
it's-
lover. If you,
It's Schnestle.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
like in this time, this is like when the Northern Water Tribe is
Don't
like
kill
being
me, Nestle. I didn't mean it.
renovated. Is that the idea? Because that's
Oh
like
my
kind of a
God.
Korra era thing. Maybe the Water Tribe is being renovated and they need.
Oh yeah. Okay, so maybe
resources.
this year's water festival is being sponsored conditionally by Shamazon, which is owned by, and I just went to an Avatar fantasy name generator for water tribe names.
there's
because I'm
Quaff
feeling like-
Quazos. There's Quaff Quazos. No, Jeff Butler just put Quaff Quazos.
No!
Quamar, Quaff Quazos.
I don't.
I'm also looking at names of stores, and what if we called it, like
Hold on.
the rustic Shamazon or something like that?
Oh my
Quamazon.
gosh. Quamazon.
The lost,
Oh no.
the Silk Lion Shamazon.
Oh my god.
Shamazon used to go by a different name, I think, and it was definitely Cabbage Corp 20 years ago.
No, the name should definitely be
Cabbage
like,
Corp.
Quabbage Court.
Cabbage Corp.
No, we
Um,
can't make the Cabbage Man the villain.
Yes, we could.
That's his art.
Yes, we
Right.
can.
After years of trauma, I have to believe that nobody can be born
Oh,
exploiting people. I think it has to be trauma inflicted.
I think
Uh,
Quabbage Court. Quabbage Court would be my life, right? Oh my gosh, and it's a plant-based thing too. Quabbage. I'd be into it.
Quabbage. Oh my god. Oh no. Yeah. So
What if we called it Chef?
Chef.
Boyardee.
The real villain.
Villain
like-
is
Chef
Boyardee.
Chef Pesos. We could do Chef Pesos.
Oh,
Pesos.
Behind every bald-headed capitalist villain, there's always a mustache curling chef.
oh my gosh. I think the Quabbage Man is still my top vote. Just saying, but
probably the
Well, isn't Cabbage Corp is already a thing, right?
It is, yeah.
It is.
Quabbage.
But Quabbage Corp is not.
Quabbage.
You're right. This does take place in Quelmar. We can do whatever
Yeah.
we want.
So we're saying
Oh,
that
Cabbage Corp.
what if it's
makes
like
no
the
weapon.
second company that's trying to ride on the coattails, and so they're cutting costs? They're Quabbage Corp because they're not Cabbage Corp, and so
Yep.
like they're doing all of this evil crap because they're like, we need capital, and in order to
Because
get
they're
the capital,
cutting costs.
They need.
perfect. Oh my god, the whole villain arc is there. The whole villain situation. I'm just saying.
Okay, so they don't have enough capital.
You're-
And they're really
That's
they're having to make some sacrifices to
Some quats to make it work.
and they're willing to to destroy anyone who gets in their way.
All right, so I went through a name generator and I came up with Moto because I love that name. It's a very good, it's a very good name.
Is it like the distant relative of like the many childs removed person from Cabbage Corp?
Possibly. There's like a branch there's a branch in like, because I looked it up on the Avatar wiki. That guy does have a name, Lao Gan Lan.
Oh.
And so so
I know your name.
because I was wondering, like, I did remember that guy actually shows up in Korra. So
Yeah.
I didn't remember that until after I said it. But the Moto is a distant cousin of Lao for sure. Okay, so we
like how Bayless is to the leader of the Evergreens, Moto is to
yeah, there's some intersectionality there.
I'm sure that you got some of your green shit from Cabbage Corp.
How dare you? How dare you? Our family was independent until we decided to branch out into the world. So, like, before we helped everyone else, we were helping ourselves.
That really makes me feel better about what you're doing here, Bayless. It really does. It really just gives the utmost confidence to me in your work.
I'm not my family, Patman. Realize that.
Well, prove it.
No.
Why not? It's supposed to be your character arc.
I'm sorry, but my character arc is not for you. It's for me. Okay.
Okay.
How about we make it for the Northern
character
Wall?
arcs belong to me.
All right. So your group focus is your uniting goal. Your inciting incident is the episode or episodes, in the case of Avatar: The Last Airbender, that brought you together to focus on this goal, right? Think of this as episodes 1 and 2 of Avatar: The Last Airbender, where Sokka and Katara meet Aang. They befriend him. They start having fun together. They draw the ire of a powerful figure in the form of Zuko's ship, seeing Aang's setting off the firework from the abandoned Fire Nation ship. They were, they defended Aang from Zuko, and then they narrowly escaped capture when they dropped a glacier right on his boat. Right? So that's the inciting incident for Team Avatar, right? So this is our version of that. This is our episode 1 and 2. And it's broken down into 3 acts, as most storytelling is. And that's how we're going to decide what our first adventure was that brought us together. So for Act 1, we've got 4 options here. We befriended an ally who gave us access to a valuable item. We discovered a secret hidden by a powerful figure. We did something fun but drew the ire of a powerful figure in the process. Or depending on which conjunction you want to use, we learned the frightening plans of a powerful foe. So it definitely sounds like, based off of what we know about Moto, that a lot of these could work, right? I've got some ideas, but I would love to hear what your suggestions are. So, pass it over to the rest of you all. Go for it.
I don't want to talk first if anyone is burning to share their soul with the screen.
I have an idea for the last one, the last question, but I don't have a strong thought about the first 2.
Perfect,
Okay.
because I said I love the last one because it's like we all hear about that plan and we're like, all right, look, all right, we gotta,
That's
we
not
gotta
gonna fly.
we can't do that.
Oh, I said the wrong thing. I meant the last question, but I also really like the last one on this list.
I like the last one.
For actually, so you thought we were talking, you meant Act 3. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I had an idea for Act 3, but I also really like the last one. I think it's a good one.
Yeah.
I agree.
I like that one or the second to last one, just because that one's fun as well.
I think you're the only one that would ever do something fun, Mutter.
That actually does sound true.
What if I tried to take everyone?
Actually, Actually, we could. I will
What-
go penguin
what-
sledding with you, Mutter.
What Aang and King Boomy do? What do they call it when they go down the slides?
Oh,
They ride the
Boston's
chutes.
Day.
They ride the
my
chutes.
gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no Mashu.
they ride the chutes. I tried to take everyone to ride the chutes, and we just.
But we're in the water tribe, so it doesn't work.
Oh right, never mind.
Shut down.
Damn. Just
Never
peeing on
mind.
his dreams. Just peeing on
Hey,
his
No,
it's
I
the Winter
thought maybe,
Festival.
like,
there's
we try to
probably
go-
tons of fun slide stuff.
Wait a minute, hold
going
on. There's no way that the Winter Festival does not include like tobogganing like hell.
Oh no!
A
I
giant
didn't
ice
actually mean to
slide.
shut the idea down. I meant like literally because we're in the water tribe. When we try to go sledding off the rooftops, like we screw everything up. Like it goes terribly
because ice is
because
very
of that.
brittle.
Because ice is not a good. Is
I
not
think
a-
it's gonna be
death.
like
Death.
in Boston.
Ice
and
is
it's
death.
clearly not.
So
Or
maybe
we learn the frightening plans.
The hurt.
they're not necessarily mutually exclusive. Maybe you were all riding the same sled. You crashed through a location into a new location
Yes.
where Moto's plans were like viewable.
Oh
And,
no.
I love that.
I do too.
That
We
feels
accidentally
good.
stumbled upon these plans. So the backstory is we were all trying to go rock sledding on ice. We pummeled through a building and stumbled upon an army of something.
Sure.
That's real awkward.
We'll find. So we learned some frightening plans. So maybe it was an army, and that's the plan we learned about. Is the fact that like Moto has some sort of army here.
Wait,
Or
how
maybe-
we're I'm sorry. If we're rock sledding into the building, how are we going to get out of the building without them being like, seize them?
I think that's what
Well,
they-
that's
That's
where
what
the
Act
fun
2 and
comes
3
in.
are
Okay,
about.
well, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
where we
look.
get up to our crazy hijinks.
You
Oh.
don't go 70 miles per hour on an ice sled and think about the consequences of what happens when that sled stops. You don't do it.
I have an
Admin was
idea.
thinking about it but didn't say it.
I have an idea.
Of course they were.
I think we could have all been talking about how we can make this the best ride ever, and we all were competing to be like, okay, I can use my earthbending, I can use my, and then we like, all right, this slide right here, if we live and we're all good, we're good, and then we do it, and we're like, it was, we crashed into the building. All right, what's all this?
Yeah, I like that idea a lot, and I'll tell you exactly why. Because it makes it sound like you were all like the only reason that you were all together is because you were all in the same line for the same ride, and none of you had anybody else with you that could like partner. Like you didn't bring a group of 3 other people into the line with you. You were all there by yourselves.
Oh my
And
gosh.
running the line was like,
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
What is that
losers.
thing? What is
You
that
were the
We're
raft
same
all
ride?
so sad and lonely.
What is that raft ride?
Singles!
And oh my god,
Any
like
Single rider
riders,
line.
these 4,
No.
you all get onto that sled.
Five. Callum would definitely have been with us.
Callum was there too.
and that's why you weren't
Yeah.
allowed to be with anybody else. Like no one wanted that.
Okay,
I
so,
Callum's a
said
penguin?
I'm bringing the penguin.
Okay.
of course, that's
And
fantastic.
penguins can slide by themselves. I don't know if you
Oh
knew
my
this.
gosh.
Yes, but he wants to know what it's like to not have to do the work.
That's fair.
I see.
That's totally fair. Okay, so you slid into the Quabbage Corp compound, because you, in your competition to make the ride more enjoyable for everyone else, to see who could do it the best, you accelerated to an unsafe speed, went completely off the track, and landed in the Quabbage Corp compound, where you found some frightening plans from Moto. What do you think those frightening plans were?
Ooh.
All right.
I've got some suggestions.
A full clue of the Northern Water Tribe.
Oh, I'm not even going to pretend to know how to spell that word.
This goddamn.
Woo!
I can't deal
Planning
with this.
A
a
quoo.
Quabbage Corp quoo.
Yeah.
Woo! Clue, everybody. We got one.
Oh, this is okay.
Ugh.
So we found Moto's plans of a Quavage Corp coup of the Northern Water Tribe. He got all this power by sponsoring this winter festival, right? And he's leveraging that power to dark intents, namely the coup of God dang it, the coup of the Northern Water Tribe. They still have an emperor. I can't remember their political status at the end. Did they have an emperor? Because they had I don't know.
We'll say it's everywhere, and
they had chiefs.
They had chiefs.
Still had chiefs.
Okay, yeah, that sounds right.
Wait, is this post Korra or during
Korra?
This is post Korra.
Post.
Like
yeah,
after
it's kind
the
of
show.
Defined.
There's spirits everywhere because the portal's open.
Yep.
And that one guy sucked.
Unalaq?
Yeah.
Unalaq sucked balls.
So
his kids took over.
His kids? The crazy twins?
The twins
Yeah.
took over?
Eska?
Yeah.
One of those twins.
I'm pretty sure they did it together.
Yeah.
Not anymore because she was a psycho.
Really?
So she was okay. For a little
She was
bit.
okay.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, we don't know who is in charge, but we're just gonna say an overthrow. Yeah, because oh no, what did I just did something really bad to the sheet, y'all.
Control Z, my friend. Control Z.
Yeah, there it is. Thank you so much. Okay, so we crashed a ice sled ride into the Quavage Corp compound and learned that Moto was planning a coup of the I'm not even
Northern Water Tribe.
Yeah.
I'm like, no matter how hard this hurts us, if you take these pills, you're instantly regenerate after you've been injured.
I will not be taking any of those pills.
Yeah, no thank you.
I mean, you'll feel okay. It's
I can
90%
use my water bending to heal you.
Yeah, you just
You're
cover
gonna
that
feel
up with
great.
some mud, it'll be fine in a couple days.
That's not the same thing as healing.
Just put some mud on it.
If you burn anything,
mud in
it's
it.
sanitized.
With that.
Just rub some dirt in it.
Put some dirt in it, and there's a specific plant that.
Don't you all know that humans are made out of dirt?
Oh
Okay.
my god.
You
You can always just bone bend them back into
water.
place.
Bone bend them?
I'm
sorry,
brain blocked that
you
out the
what
first
now?
I have never heard of this bone bending.
Oh no, I'm talking theoretical. Like
One day, bending sciences will progress to the point where we're just bending bones.
I hate that.
If somebody had like a prosthesis or like a metal prosthesis, they could have like a metal like bending
or
limbs.
yes.
But like you'd have to have a significant amount of like calcium control in order to like make that bone bending
Nutrients.
I mean, I could bend bones. I would just do it with my hands and just take them and.
Oh well, I see what you mean. If you think of
That's
nutrients
just
as
breaking
pieces of
a
earth.
person, Mutter.
Every year, me and my
that's just
family break a
injuring
turkey
someone.
gator wishbone.
I see it.
Is that
Well,
the
what,
same
what
thing?
else do you think that Evergreen wants to do with bone bending besides injure people?
What?
I believe he had suggested that we bend our bones back in place.
Yes. To heal
Which is
you.
back in place. And
Which is
somebody
not
So
possible.
Evergreen
out
wants
of
to
place.
bend bones out of place so they can bend them back into place.
Oh
I think
my
that he's
God.
implying that we've been gravely injured in this sled ride.
All I know is that I went
I'm
through the
fine.
Evergreen bone bending experience, and I am 4 inches taller and happier.
4 inches taller.
Oh my god.
Okay, that brings us to Act 2. So we get 4 more options here. We stole a valuable item from a powerful foe, which, boy, that's going to really paint a target on our backs for Moto, huh? We discovered a terrible truth about a location or a powerful figure, which, I mean, that could be another terrible truth on top of the frightening plans we already learned. We defended an ally or place from a powerful foe, or we destroyed a valuable item and drew the ire of its owner, a powerful foe. So,
Can you say that last one more time?
yeah, we destroyed the valuable item or a valuable item and drew the ire of its owner, a powerful foe.
I have to ask.
Yes.
This last one does, or this third one does. I'm sorry, no. The second one does kind of sound
from the top or the bottom.
From the top, make it drop.
From the top. We discovered a terrible truth about location of a powerful figure. We could just take we learned frightening plans and put that in the second act and have that be what drew the ire of Moto.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. That's thinking.
And then we don't have to get distracted again.
As someone with
the
attention
last
span of a small squirrel, I can promise that.
I cannot promise it either. I'm just using my tools, and one of my tools is skip questions.
I feel like in Act 3, then, it fits very nicely with we narrowly escaped capture.
Ooh, yeah.
Or being saved. We could be saved by one of like the Water Tribe people.
We could be saved by.
But I like Brendan's idea. Let's go with that. I vote for Brendan's idea.
We're voting now? What is this, a democracy?
No, I just did it. It was just me showing my support using the phrase vote.
Thank you for your voting support.
You're welcome. Anytime, Brendan. I got you.
Oh, boy.
So I do want to clarify something because I just realized that I have no idea what this visibly looked like. What were these plans? Was it just like Moto's plans to rule the Northern Water Tribe list? He's like, step 1, sponsor the Winter Festival.
My God.
Step 2, question mark. Step 3, take control of the Northern Water Tribe.
I'm imagining a bunch of ice golems.
Okay, I love this. Ice golems.
And a wall covered in red yarn.
Yes.
I feel like making the Ice Tribe obsolete would be something goal-wise that all this stuff could be leading up to. So like the golems that could evaporate water or XYZ very fast, like make it so that they're obsolete. Something like that.
So you're saying that the golems can bend?
Oh my lord.
Wait,
yeah.
Could there be people inside the golems?
No, but like if you had an automated process that kind of bent them, but like
you mean like
it does all the things that a waterbender can do, but without actually waterbending.
Yeah, that'd be gross.
I don't
that
like that.
Sounds fantastic.
But I love it.
So we found Moto's we found his ice golem water benders that essentially automate the water bending process.
They are water pretenders.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, they seem to do all the things that a waterbender does.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's absolutely
water pretenders.
Water pretenders.
Oh no.
I love that.
They are a disgrace to the sacred art.
So wait, maybe they don't have like their power sources
that I never spend any time with because I live alone in a castle.
Maybe they don't have their power sources yet.
But what we steal is the power source, or like the prototype for the power source, and then run.
Ooh, we rode away on the power source. That's how we escaped. We all jumped on the back of like this machine thing that was supposed to be their power source, and then just rocketed away.
The pioneers used to ride these babies for miles. That's a different
imagining Callum just like pulling it as we walk behind.
Get on the box.
So you're saying that maybe we stole a valuable item from a powerful foe on top of discovering the terrible truth about the location of powerful figure?
Absolutely, I am.
So what if we didn't know what it was?
Okay.
But why would we steal it?
I'm going to pitch something to you. You're allowed to say no.
Okay.
What if it was just something called a spirit battery, and you don't know what that means yet, but it could be pretty legit.
That's dope.
Yep.
That's
All right.
well, technically we do know what a spirit battery is because the cannon had like spiritual energy in order to like.
Oh,
That's-
you know the government covered that up. The
Yeah.
public
It's
doesn't
probably
know
like
about
the S
spirit
battery.
batteries.
It's like
Yeah.
SBs. We took the
Ooh.
SB and we're like, what is the SB?
We took the SB.
Yeah.
Is it
You
USB?
took the
There's not a
SB.
proper way to dispose of them yet, so we just have to take
Okay.
them to the nearest Staples and put
Oh,
them all in
as
a bin.
every responsible
no.
battery owner does.
I can't.
We all take our batteries to Staples, everybody.
The only
None
way
of
they're
us-
staying
Yeah,
in
totally.
business.
None of us throw them in the garbage can.
Of
Glad
course.
I have a
That
bunch
would
just
be-
sitting on my floor waiting for me to dispose of them properly. Like
You're
literally,
responsible.
like if I look in the corner, there's this pile of batteries that like I'm like I can't throw these away. I guess they'll just live in my room forever.
Yep.
Yeah, just put it away.
I'm just a bad
That's
person.
really bad for the planet.
Oh, everything is bad for the planet. But you know what's worse for the planet? All these damn companies. Let's not act like our tiny little CO footprints actually have any real possible.
But batteries aren't a
Yeah.
carbon
But they-
footprint thing. They're just like a bad toxin. Like
You are
Yeah.
correct. But I'm also saying that the carbon fuel used by all of the daggone companies in the universe is worse.
We don't
yeah,
use
yeah,
any
yeah.
of
Oh,
that.
10
We
out of
don't
10
use
would
any
agree.
of that.
10 out of 10 would agree.
We don't do that. We don't need any of that.
All I'm
production
saying is
thing.
during the quarantine, a lot of people stopped commuting, and a lot of people stopped, doing a whole bunch of stuff that they said gave a bunch of gas to the environment, and it's still about the same. So the lies.
That's true.
That's true. Although the skies in certain places were clearer, though the ozone layer did not get any thicker. There
Mhm.
was like visible like against pollution effects from people not driving as much. I agree that most corporations are really at fault though. I
So,
just feel
sorry,
like
just to recap, we
Like
crashed
5%.
into the Moto Corp, the Quabbage Corp building, stole a quattery, and now we have to take it to Quaples.
Labels. No.
Quaple sounds like a bird, like a type of quaint
Ah.
bird that lives in a church.
But
Absolutely
also-
not.
Isn't
A bird.
it could be like the name of a very fancy dessert. A quail.
Or I'm so sorry.
Mm.
I'm sorry. We have to take
Mm.
it to the spirit world where one of the spirit knows how to dissipate it. Which is
Maybe we
could be
don't
like
know how to
Quaples.
get rid of it yet. We just have it.
Yes, Connor, is there a spirit world mechanic in this game yet?
There is. I'm glad you asked.
This battery glows so much. I'm just so tired. I can't sleep at night. Why is it glowing?
So Act
Okay.
3.
I don't know.
Oh,
At
my.
least it's not green.
So we said we narrowly escaped capture by
We narrowly escaped capture by a powerful foe, right? So we broke into Moto's compound.
it's obviously Moto.
Yep, Moto's
Moto and the goblins. I mean the golems.
Sure.
Oh, we should-
Moto
we
and
should-
the goblins. Do it.
Moto and the ice
Like,
goblins.
here you.
Jets.
Maybe that's what they're called. I do have to say, guys, I don't think that we should call them golems because I did read somewhere at one time that golem is actually like a specific like religious Jewish artifact, and that using golem to describe something like kind of crappy
That's
and
fair.
evil is somewhat insensitive.
Automaton. How's
Love
automaton
that.
work?
I like
Even
the
better.
automaton.
Okay, so
These
I
are
actually write it down.
automatons.
I don't think I actually wrote it down even. I should write
We're
that
giving
down.
you gold.
They're not
and you're
important.
bringing it
Yeah.
down.
Hey, I wrote down like 2/3 of it. In all
I mean,
fairness,
it's-
that's 60%.
You know,
that's a
fair.
C. That's a C. Nope, that's a D. Never mind. I'm just above a failing grade right now.
Look,
which
let's
is
not talk about grades. I
we
just had
should
finals.
all coast through life on.
Okay, I filled in the last question.
Thank
I think
you.
that was an easy one.
I do want to ask what that looked like to you all.
Us running into the
battle?
streets.
You just straight up sprinted out. Like you all said scatter and it happened.
Fuck that
And-
shit, I'm out.
Then you got back together and you realized like we might have to stop this Moto guy. He's doing some messed up stuff in there.
I'm definitely
should-
imagining the scene where we all run out and then Callum's just waddling and we have to go run back and pick up Callum.
Oh, definitely.
All right, come on.
I'm sure that penguins have many uses. We haven't figured out what they are yet. Me and Callum have not figured out what his uses
comedic relief. Very important.
Absolutely.
He's Pabu.
He has that music like.
So like, I don't know how penguin otters are, but otters they do the thing where they hold hands while they're floating.
Aww.
So you just
so
do that. Like,
Wait, can I have a family of penguins?
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my
No,
lord,
no,
making us even slower.
You can't do that. I would be so revolting against that.
Wait.
You got 5 goddamn penguins. Take one. Get one.
You're
You
green.
get one.
Hold on.
at
you
some
can't
point,
talk.
Atman does just become the crazy cat lady.
Well, no, okay, but here's why. Here's why, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because one of the last things that happened to Atman when she was in the D&D world was she got a wand that can poof make an Ewok, and obviously that doesn't exist in this world. And really probably shouldn't have existed in that world either. But I think she would have a few penguins. But Callum's the main one, but she has
to make
4
her feel at home.
or
yeah.
5. She has 5.
Penguin.
She
I think
keeps
she
the
has-
other 4 back at her place. Callum's the only one that comes along
But
with.
it'll be good because I do have a move where if we travel via the penguins, we get buffs. So I think I should have 5 penguins.
Enough for everybody to ride on, or you could like tie to a boat and sort of like Santa across the
Callum
ocean.
and his 4 wives. No.
Or they could make like a they could all come together, you know, like Power Rangers.
Transforming penguin.
Megazord. Yes. Okay.
Voltron.
That's it.
That shit. That's what it is. A Voltron penguin.
It's
Are they
Callum,
including
Anyone else
travel
got
via
it?
penguins as a new spell in the next?
Absolutely.
It's Callum, Callie, and the Callalettes.
Oh, let's.
I can't.
Are you sure
writing
it's
this
not
down.
Callum?
It's not,
Oh
but I
my
love
God.
it.
It's not.
Okay.
I will say Callum already existed in Clomar, so Callum doesn't need a C. Or a Q.
All right. So we have our inciting incident. We have our group focus. We have our scope. We have our characters and our story. This is normally when I would dismiss us for like a quick 10-minute break, but I don't remember. How are we doing on time right now? How much time we got left?
It's 9:45. This took a long time, so
Okay.
we should
So-
probably just stop for the night.
That sounds good. Probably that does. So yes. I
This
think
was
that's
the
a good
most
idea.
chaotic session 0 I have ever been a part of.
I truly enjoy.
Just wait till you see session 1, huh?
Do we need to extend this to be a 3 2-shot Tuesday?
Yes.
I will try my best to pack two shots worth of
Because
content.
we can. Let's talk about it amongst ourselves.
Yes.
Is it just going to become a mini series?
This
Oh my
is-
god.
if you're a
We're
fan of
locked into
alliteration,
life at this point.
In the
3 Shot
chat.
Tuesdays still technically starts with a T.
Oh, we now have 11 viewers for the first time. We have the most viewers that we have all night.
Woo!
Woo!
Look at us go.
This is for you. This one's going out to all
Can't.
of you.
Insanity.
I just want everyone to know that there is a talk of Quadmiral Quackbar. And I'm not saying that we should have that be a character in our story,
Oh, I would die if it doesn't.
but I'm
get
also not
to.
saying that. Somebody
Oh.
said truth or dare. I don't know what that means.
Whoa.
In character.
Oh,
Main
that's the thing
character.
from metagame.
No.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes. Yeah. So what do you all pick? Truth or
Who
dare?
wants to go first?
We'll have to do the dares at the start of the next session, but
I think
I would-
Bayless would say truth. Just first instinct would be truth.
Nelva
Whoa.
would definitely just go truth, straight up.
yeah, that
Admin
sounds
would
very
do dare.
Mutter would do dare.
all right. So we have to. So Rogue Sparrow Games, please tell us, please. What's the truth and what's the
Our
dare?
hands are in John's.
Oh, we don't get to ask them to each other?
I thought,
Oh,
what did
shoot.
you think this? Oh, ooh.
Now that's an idea too.
I
We're
don't
all
know how it
sitting
works
in a
in
we're all
metagame
sitting in
usually.
a we're all sitting in a circle
Yes. All
somewhere.
right,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
GMing this moment right now.
Oh,
You
okay.
all right. The crash just happened.
Okay.
You all had to go somewhere
Wait.
that night. You had to go somewhere that night, right? So you hung out.
Admin is helping heal wounds. She's like doing the healing thing. She's not quite as good at that as offensive waterbending, but
You can
she
use a pill
is.
for this. There's a
I-
pill. And we can
Will
legally
it turn
take
me
this.
green?
No, it won't. I'm taking the pill. You see me healed. You see what it's doing for me.
So,
I
we
could take a
fast
pill
forward
into your
through that. It's now midnight. Against all odds, you are all still somehow awake, very much concerned with what you saw at MotoCorp, and you realize that you don't know very much about each other than what you've all like talked about in the last few hours as you've waited for darkness to fall so you could kind of make your way back to where you were staying. You were hidden somewhere, right? Probably like just outside of town. And to sneak back into town, you were waiting for nightfall to hit. So now it's nightfall. You all have created a fire. You're in a cave. Maybe you got snowed in by a storm or something. Very Zuko and Aang style.
There are 5 penguins.
There are 5 penguins here. They're huddled up together for warmth.
It's super fucking cute.
When somebody, and we don't even have to say who, one of you decides truth or dare as a means of getting to know each other. Maybe it's like Mutter's folksy wisdom. Maybe it's Atman's daring nature. Maybe it's Nalva's ability to just see through the BS. Or maybe it's Bayless's ability to engage in that BS. But one of you decided that truth or dare was a good idea, and the rest of you agreed. And so now we're going to go through and say truth or dare. Starting with, actually, you know what? This is a tabletop RPG. We all have dice. A high roll gets to go first.
Oh no.
Yeah. Let's roll some dice tonight.
How many dice do we roll?
2d6 empowered by the apocalypse. Oh yeah, I 5. Yeah, hold up the total in hand. Oh wow, jeez, that's gonna be tough to beat.
Wait, 9.
My heart dice and my gold
Whoa!
dice.
Damn.
I would have failed.
That's 7.
Oh, I think it's Nova, then Bayless, then Mutter, then Atman. If I'm correct. Yes.
I got a 9.
Oh, you got a 9.
Wait,
Okay.
so we tied.
Oh, so for some reason I don't know. I miscounted fingers. I'm really bad at counting.
No, I think I put up the wrong amount of fingers.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Okay, so Nova and Mutter, go ahead and reroll. One of you will be
Ooh.
first, one of you will be second. That's how it goes.
Mortal Kombat.
Ooh.
This
I
time.
got 4.
Oh my god.
The test of fate.
All right.
The wheel of fate are turning. The wheels of fate are turning.
Oh.
Okay, I got 5. I'm good.
All
right, I got 10.
So Mutter is first.
Woo.
So you get to call on one of your compatriots for truth or dare.
Alrighty there, Bayless. Truth or dare?
Truth.
Can you actually fucking bone bend? What the fuck is up with that?
I never said that. I never.
That one doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't.
I don't think Bayless would just like start out a conversation with strangers, being like my
With
family.
this top secret family technique. Maybe.
Alrighty then. What was your family looking for in my forest?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
How deep do you want me to get with the answer to this question?
Balls deep.
Harry, I want to know why did Evergreen come in?
Make him hurt.
Listen, I actually do not I won't say care about how the family interacts with spaces that are outside of the ones that I interact with, but I do know that they were expanding at an alarming rate with other people's property that I was not a fan of. For your forest situation, what it could have been is that they were just looking for how the nutrients responded to those that lived in the area. So they would probably give it back after they were done with that research, but it wasn't necessarily a parasitic relationship in which they were just trying to steal your essence, kill your family off. Sorry, I said kill, but I'm just saying, I think what it was is they're just trying to get the knowledge from what was gained from the destruction. And for that, I am sorry, but I would punch them in the throat if I could. No lies. I literally would take them by the throat, hang them, not hang. I'm sorry. If any family member heard that, sorry. I'm just saying that I'm sorry that happened to you. We can work through it. I will be glad to try to terraform some more things that we structurally sound for whatever improvements you might need to get better days in your days. Yeah. Did I answer well enough? I'm not really, huh?
How's Mutter feeling right now? What does
Mutter is more confused than anything else. Because that was not a real answer.
Oh my god!
That was a very...
Thank goodness.
That was a very politician answer.
Oh,
Mutter is
yeah.
confused because it didn't really answer what the fuck they were actually doing.
Would you be very obvious about that confusion?
Oh yeah,
Like,
be like, what are you?
I think the follow up
Didn't actually mean it.
No, I'm just saying that the family has a tendency to overstep in the pursuit of strength, and
So you don't know.
I just told you in English what they did, but I'm telling you that they weren't trying to just destroy. Did they destroy your place? What happened here? Like what did they do?
Yeah, when Evergreen came in, then my forest got destroyed, scattered my family, killed some of them, and now can't go back there.
Oh,
Ooh, this is good.
oh, I thought, okay. They might not have known that you were there, and did you attack them when they were taking over the place?
We, I guess,
Defended yourselves.
As best
Yes,
we could.
yes. So, I don't know how the family would have interacted in that moment, but I know that I wouldn't have done it. But in the act of defending yourselves when they were taking over the area that I believe that they did not think was inhabited, they might have overstepped their bounds. But we are very fierce in how we defend ourselves as well. So unless there was a conversation had, they would. I'm sorry.
Whoa. That's character growth before even session 1. That's incredible.
Well,
so
thank you.
So this is an actual mechanic, by the way. When you comfort or support another person, roll with harmony. On a hit, they must decide if they open up to you. If they don't, then Bayless, you would have to mark a condition and take +1 forward against them. But if Mutter does open up with you, then you can ask a question of him. And if he answers truthfully, then he can clear a condition or 2 fatigue. Now, you all don't have conditions or fatigue yet, but I don't know. It maybe sounds like Mutter might have been harboring some anger anyways and might have had angry marked in that scene. Does that sound right, Mutter?
Sure.
All right. So, Mutter, you were angry. So you can go ahead and mark angry. Bayless, go ahead and roll 2d6 plus your harmony.
Wait a second. I have a life of regret. And when you comfort or support an NPC, but still, you can promise, and by apology and honestly promising to make amends for the harm that they have suffered, roll with focus instead of harmony.
Okay. I'll let that happen. I like that because I like that as, yeah.
Showing
So I'm
off
like-
showing off the mechanics.
Yeah, this is very good.
Because I'm like, look, I really don't care, but I do care. I do.
Yeah.
Ah,
You, for a moment, you had to focus in on like the harsh truths of some of the terrible things your family has done in its pursuit, right? Like, which for Bayless, that's big because they haven't done that yet. Like, I love
Yeah.
that.
I was like, oh, they just probably like, terraformed the area, looked at the trees, looked inside, kill people.
Nope.
Kill.
It's darker. Yeah, it went. Yeah. So what'd you
very
get?
much a
I got a
zombie
7.
7. So yeah, so that's a hit. So on a hit, Mutter, you have to decide if you will open up to Bayless.
Wait 1 second. If it's 7, I rolled, and then it's plus or minus your focus, right?
Correct.
So I got a 9.
Okay. So that's still a mixed success, but it's still a hit. So yeah, you still get the you get to Mutter gets to decide if he opens up, and it
Yeah.
kind of
I'll open up.
yeah. In character, it sounded like you accepted the apology, which to me that feels like opening up. So in this moment, Bayless, you get to ask a question of Mutter. That Mutter, if answered honestly, gets to clear a condition. So,
Okay.
what do you want to know in return from Mutter?
Okay. Do you really think that everyone who's involved with an evil act is actually evil?
Ooh.
No.
Oh.
Thank you.
Genuinely, no. I think that all people have the chance to be good. And I feel like I can maybe see some of that in you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
love
that.
this.
I
All right.
try.
So Mutter, you can clear angry. And that was a good scene. Now Va, you got the second highest roll, so now you get to decide truth or dare for somebody else. Who do you pick, and what is it? Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pick Atman.
I think I'm actually going to also pick truth. It's a late night.
Ooh.
I don't feel
Yeah.
like going out of our cave.
So your hold on 1 second. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, this is good for Atman. Atman's also got some truths that are obfuscated.
You guys probably would not even really think of her as Atman. You would probably think of her as the frozen soul.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. So
Literally known for like being alone all the time. And then she shows up at this festival.
I could earthbend you some flowers, Take to help you.
So I guess
It
Atman, my
takes water
question.
and earth to grow flowers.
Yeah, so you get to decide what truth you want from Atman.
My question is, do you notice the loneliness, or just kind of become like who? Like does it kind of become you?
Nova!
Is being
Oh.
alone?
Nova!
I'm not done. Or is
Nova!
I'm bleeding.
is being alone like almost you feel like your penance for dealing with that evil ancient spirit?
I'm behind Atlas doing that.
Are you asking if I deserved it?
I'm asking if you think you deserve it. I'm not saying you did.
Oh, that's
I was
gold.
under the impression that the social The social means of games such as Truth or Dare were for casual conversation and not philosophical discussions.
Did you not just hear the thing I had to answer? You can't play that game. You better get that shit out of here.
No, but here's the thing. How can you answer a question when you don't know what the truth is?
Whoa.
That's a good point.
I'm happy to share my beliefs on it, but whether or not...
Share your truth.
Thank you. I love to hear the truth.
The weirdest statement ever. Share my truth. Who really could care about that?
We do. We do, Atman.
Okay.
We love you, but we don't really yet because we don't really know you.
You don't know me.
I literally was saying that, Atlas.
Too late.
Yeah, but the way that you made that slide go faster was very cool. So that's
it was.
And if these penguins trust you, then I think we can too.
Oh, that's very good.
Very well. I would say that my reputation is half earned, but double felt. That that isolation is a worthy punishment, but lack of understanding never should be a punishment.
That's very
Or
good.
never being seen shouldn't be, or known. Disappearing. That's
I agree.
Not fair.
That's good. I like that. Atlas, look at you opening up your heart.
It's
to my ears. Atlas? No, you're not Atlas? I thought Atlas was your Atman.
No, Atlas means world.
Yes,
Atman
I thought it was
soul.
like a bit. Like your name was a bit, but okay, it's Atman, right?
Like the soul. It means like, soul. Okay.
Wait, no, wait. It meant like soul. We're sharing now, Atman. See, I got it right. So tell me your yes.
Were you about to yell at me to tell you my goddamn name?
No.
Are you sure?
What? You're crazy, Atman. You're crazy.
I didn't mean to clap that loud, but God, that was too good to not clap.
Oh boy.
Well, yes. In fact, I have just told you my name, and that is how I have gone all my life prior to acquiring my iconic moniker.
Are you happy with that moniker, or do you want to change it?
I don't believe it was your turn.
Oh!
Actually, technically, I was just about to say it is now Bayless's turn.
Oh, you didn't think it was my turn? Well, you're right. But you're also wrong because it is my turn.
Well, shit.
Yeah, but guess what? The question ain't for you. It turns to Nova.
Nova's instantly scared.
Nova.
Truth or dare? You have to ask truth or dare first. Nova,
I know. I was just making
He's
sure like Nova was in the moment.
Oh. Choose dare, Nova.
Is it Nova
He's very
or
invasive.
Nova?
Nova.
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 But
is it Nova or Nova?
Nova.
It's Nova, but my parents did name me that because it sounds like Nova. So,
what do you want to be called as? I am willing to accommodate for your emotions and feelings.
Now is fine. Or
now,
Nalva. Yep.
Can I call you now? I like now.
No.
Now let's talk.
I like that.
All right, now.
Do you like that? I need a friend named Now, actually. I'm just not realizing.
Why did Bayless have a condition marked? Never mind. I don't.
What?
It's.
Oh, that's a status.
What?
And
Wow.
actually, that shouldn't be marked. I don't know how that happens.
Hold on.
You're not doomed.
What? Excuse me?
Hey, it's great.
Bayless
You'll find out
starts
later,
off
I'm sure.
doomed just cause.
Doomed for picking me.
I just start you off the next session.
Jeez.
All I do right now.
Like
I would.
he died so peacefully. It's like what? Now, if you could commit one evil, atrocious act that you never have to answer for, what would it be?
Dang!
Whoa.
Dang!
I thought I told you to pick dare now.
Far too late for that.
Yes.
Well,
All right.
I feel like your personality is so open and like direct. I feel like your atrocious act would actually encompass all of humanity's faults.
yes. I would. And never be found, you say? Let's see. I would hunt down any who would lay hand on their family and wash their blood in the rivers.
The rivers would rather you did not do that.
But what if they are their own family?
What do you mean?
What if the person that they're this situation, what if it's on itself? Like if you're hunting your own family member.
If I'm hunting my own well, I'd have to have family for that. I don't know. I guess maybe there's a cousin or something out there somewhere. So be it.
Wait, so you have a vendetta against people who harmed their families?
Families,
Yes.
like the whole family bit, like the whole.
Or a vendetta against people who harm your family?
Any family?
No,
or your
their family.
Their family.
You dislike contingent, or you dislike conflict between people that are tied together by blood?
I dislike those who take for granted their families and choose violence as their means of interaction with them.
I relate. I knew it. Thank you. No, now. Because I completely relate. Thank you.
It's so
See?
good.
I knew it.
All right.
How could you possibly have known that she was going to say that?
Because when it comes to family, your blood really gets hot real quick for no reason.
So yeah, like I think by this time, like the fire's getting pretty low, and it's time for our final truth or dare from admin.
I think there's one person that we haven't seen or heard anything from, and that's Mother.
Ooh.
Mother? Who's Mother?
I don't have one of those. Mother.
Mutter.
Mutter.
Oh, damn. I'm Mutter.
Am I not enunciating effectively
You
enough for you,
weren't.
Bayless?
Have you
I'm
been
so
drinking
sorry.
cactus juice?
No, cactus. What the hell is cactus juice?
It'll quench it.
Cactus juice is great. It's the
Stop.
crunchy.
I'm scared now. All right, now.
It'll quench you.
What?
It's the quenchiest.
There's a theme song?
You know, I think the people that we just broke into, they have this knockoff called Quactus Juice.
Oh, stop.
But it's still just,
Whoa.
the slogan is the same. It'll quench you.
Okay.
Yes, the slogan is
No,
the same. I think it's
it'll
made
quench ya.
out of ducks, though.
It'll get you.
It's the quenchiest.
Those
Look. I'm just
can't
saying.
even.
Sounds like a good idea.
Oh, cactus juice or
Good time
quench.
to fly.
I have
The
to
new-
go.
I'm choosing Dare.
Excellent. Have you been here before?
That is a question.
No, I know. I'm just asking for context of like, I have a dare for you.
like in this specific place, hiding
Yes.
out at midnight.
No, like this
a
village.
mystical battery.
Atman, your question is confusing. Is what we're all
Okay, I'm
Have I
sorry. I
been
dare you.
to the
I dare you
Northern
to
Water
go.
Tribe?
I dare you to go down to the village, and what's something people do? Propose to a
What?
stranger.
What the hell? Atman. Oh, actually, Mutter would probably be rejected on sight. So I agree. That's a good.
I
guess.
disagree. I think Butter's very charming.
No, I'm saying like in the essence of what you're asking and the quickness that Mutter would do it, I think it'd be very awkward, weird, and they would stop it immediately.
Sure, I'll do it.
Does that mean I should come up with another dare?
No, Atman.
Mutter's
love
already
this
walking out the door.
And I think that's where we're going to cliffhanger it right there. And we're going to start back up with you all making it back into the Northern Water Tribe city proper. And we'll find out the answer to that in 2 weeks.
Watch her say yes.
So that's a big incentive for everyone who's here to come back. If you want to see a legendary wedding proposal on this stream, come back here in 2 weeks.
Yes, come back and join us for part 2 of Avatar Legends Winter Spectacular, where we will be continuing playing this game and continue having various shenanigans
with all audio issues fixed
in and out of character.
Oh, I'm so excited. This is a good group.
Either way, because this is PPTA, pick PP. Fuck me. Because this is PBTA.
There's been so much P tonight.
Stop.
This is
Stop it.
PBTA. I'm gonna do the outro. Pick up your D6s and keep rolling. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry, Lich. When I finish saying this, you turn off the stream. Okay? You switch it to the.
I just stop it.
Yeah.
Can I just
well, don't just stop it. Switch it to the.
I have to keep shaking the dice?
Yeah. Okay, so Lich, when it's time, turn it off, okay? Everybody
what do you
else?
say turn it off? Like, what do you mean? Just turn it off?
Turn it off.
Yeah.
When
Okay, everybody, grab your D6s and keep rolling
Keep
the
rolling
dice!
the dice.
Stop it.